Hello, ladies. Welcome to Real Talk Friday. It is May the 1st. My name is Alicia, and I am a holistic health coach who support women in creating lives that feel sustainable, nourishing, and grounded. Today, we are discussing the freedom we still owe ourselves. We talk a lot about freedom. We celebrate, honor, and remember it. But there's a question that doesn't get asked enough. Are we actually living it? Because, yes, the chains we wore as slaves have come off. But let's be honest. A lot of us are still bound, not by metal, but by pressure. Pressure to be strong no matter what it's costing us. Pressure to look a certain way, to carry our bodies a certain way, to wear our hair a certain way, and to be successful according to others' definition of success. Pressure to prove we belong, that we are worthy, and that we can handle it all. And somewhere along the way, we stop asking where that pressure came from. We just learn to carry it gracefully, silently, and as much as possible, perfectly. But carrying something well doesn't mean it was ours to carry in the first place. Because when you really stop and look at it, how many decisions are we making because they feel right, and how many because they feel expected? How many times are we choosing something because it aligns with us, and how many times because we don't want to be judged on what we eat, how we dress, how we show up, how we spend our time, who we choose, or how we move through our lives. So much of it has been shaped by eyes that are watching, by voices that are not ours, and by rules that were never written for our freedom, only our compliance. The hardest kind of freedom is not the one that's given, it's the one you have to claim quietly, personally, and intentionally. And claiming it doesn't mean you make an announcement. It doesn't mean you rebel against everything or become someone else. It means you start asking yourself questions like, do I actually want this? Or was I taught to want this? Is this nourishing me? Or am I just used to it? Is this freedom or just what I have gotten used to? Because freedom, real freedom, doesn't always feel powerful at first. Sometimes it feels uncomfortable. Sometimes it feels like you're doing something wrong, like you're stepping outside of a line you didn't even realize was there. But that discomfort, that's the moment you start loosening what never should have been tightened. We are not meant to spend our lives proving, performing, and carrying everything perfectly. We are allowed to choose without over-explaining and live without constantly being evaluated. That is not rebellion. That is release. And it won't happen all at once. It happens in small moments when you stop explaining yourself, asking for permission, or carrying something that doesn't belong to you anymore. Piece by piece. That's how freedom begins. Not out there, but in here. And maybe the real question is this: what would your life look like if you stopped carrying everything you were taught to hold? Because that answer, that's where your freedom starts. If you're navigating your own relationship with food, body, or health, and you would like to learn more about the Empower Her journey or join my free private Facebook group, you can find that information in the links below. And I'll see you next time right here for Real Talk Friday.